Hi guys, welcome to Algorithms Made Easy. In this video, we'll see the question Design Underground System. This is one of the most frequently asked questions from Bloomberg. So let's get started. The problem statement says that we need to implement an underground system class which has three methods. First is check-in, check-out and get average time. In the check-in method, we have the ID for the customer, the station name that he has checked into and a time t at which the person is checking in. Checkout method has the same parameters as the check-in method, but here the station name would reflect the station from which the person is checking out and the time at which the person checks out. The average time would reflect the average time taken to travel between a start station and end station given the times of all the travelers that is there with us. It is given that call to get average time is always valid and you can assume all the calls to check-in and check-out method are consistent. So let's deeply go through this question using an example and visuals. So the question is to design an underground system which has these three methods. First is checking in a customer into a station. Second is to check out a customer from a station, and the third method gives the average time taken between two stations, that is a start station and an end station. The method signatures that are given to us are as shown. So the check-in would take an integer ID which is the customer ID, the station name that the customer is checking into and the time at which the customer checks in. The checkout would also have an ID for that particular customer, the name of the station that the customer is checking out from and the time at which he checkouts. The average time would calculate the average time that is taken between two stations given a start station and an end station. So over here we would need to find an average from all the customers who went from these two stations, and so we'll have their start and end timings and then we can calculate the average time. So now the basic idea behind any design question is what data structure to use in order to store the data that we have and how do we process that data. So over here, as we can see that for check-in and check-out, we have an integer ID that is given to us. So we can have a map with the key as ID and the object would be this data that is given into our method. This is the simplest thing that we can think of right now, and let's name this as arrival info or arrivals. So we'll create this object or this class, and this class we'll name it as arrival info in our coding part, and so that would store the data of check-ins of a customer. So whenever a customer checks in, we'll store its ID along with the information, arrival information, into a hash map. The second thing that we need to do is to check out a customer and calculate the average time. So for average time, we would need the number of times these particular set of stations have been visited and the total of the time that is required for each customer to visit these stations, or the time taken by all the customers between these stations. So for that, in the map, we'll store the start plus end as a key. So this plus is nothing but we'll use a delimiter to store the combination of my start station and end station as a key, and over here with that we'll store a array that is of size 2. Now this array will contain the total time that is taken by all the customers between these two stations and the count, that is how many customers have been through these two pair of stations. This would help us in calculating the average because the average can be given by total divided by count. If we have these information ready with us, we'll easily be able to calculate the average. So these are the two data structures that we would be using in order to solve this particular problem or design this particular system. Now, let's take these calls that we have with us and then let's see what gets stored into these particular data structures that we have. The first one is check-in. We check in the customer ID 10. So that becomes our key, and all these information that is there in the method becomes our data structure arrival info. So that gives me a map with key and this value. Now second is our checkout. For checkout, what I'll do is I'll have to store that total and the count for the start and end station into my total. So my total has a key that would be Leighton and Paradise because the customer 10 started from Leighton and is ending at Paradise. The total time taken by the customer is this time minus this time. So that is 8 minus 3, which gives me 5. And as there was no data with this particular key present in my total map, so I'll create a new one to store the time and the count, or the total and the count. So total gives 5 and count remains 1 because this is the first entry. Now let's get ahead, and now we need to calculate the average. So to calculate the average, we need to get the value for this particular key. The key would be start underscore paradise. You can use any delimiter that you want. Over here I am using an underscore. So if you see in the total we have this key, and so my average would be this total divided by the count. So this is 5 by 1, which gives me 5. Next I am checking in again. This time the customer ID is 5. I am checking him in into Leighton at time t equal to 10. So my key for the map is 5 and my value is this arrival info object that I'll be storing into my map. Next is checking out. So while checking out, I need to check out this particular customer by adding his time into the total hash map that I have. So over here, the particular customer has also visited the key or the stations that we already have in the map. So he has visited Leighton and Paradise. I have that in my map. So what I need to do is I need to update the total and count for that particular entry in my map. So that gives me 5 plus 16 minus 10, that gives me 6, that is 11, and my count becomes 2, that is 1 plus 1. Next is getting the average. So now my get average function would be called on this particular data, and that is 11 is the total and 2 customers have visited it. So 11 by 2, that is 5.5, is the average for this particular set of stations. So I hope you have understood the idea of how we are going to add the data into my map for arrivals and calculate the average from the map, that is total. So let's go ahead and code this particular approach out. Before that, let's see what is the time and space complexity that we'll be using. So the time complexity would be O of 1, as adding or retrieving anything from map takes O of 1 time. The space complexity would be the space to store this arrival and totals. So it would be number of entries that I am making in my arrivals map plus the number of entries that I am making in my total map. So that's about time and space complexity. Now let's go ahead and quickly code this particular approach. The first and the foremost thing that we need to do is to create a class or to create an object for my arrival info that we saw that has these 3 elements in it. So let's quickly do that. So that gives me the class for arrival info. Now I need to create 2 hash maps. The first map would contain ID as a key. So ID would be an integer and my value would be arrival info. So this would be my arrivals data. And the second map would be my total map. So that map would contain my to and from station combined as a key. So that would give me a string as a key, and with that I'll have a double value stored in it so that I can calculate my average. So this double would be of length 2. Let's name this as total, and in this particular constructor we'll initialize our maps. So that's it about creating the data structures. Now let's go through the check-in method. The check-in method will only add the data into the arrivals. So what I'm going to do is I will be adding arrivals.put id and new arrival info. So that's done for arrivals or for check-in. This would be arrivals. Now comes the main part, that is checkout part. For checkout, we first need to get the data from my check-in for that particular ID, and then I'll have to add the data in my totals map. So this will give me the data for that particular customer's arrival or my start station for that particular customer. Now I need to create a key that I'll be putting into my totals map. So let's create the key. Now for this key, one thing is that I can already have a data that is there in my map, or this can be the first entry in my map. So let's try to get the value from totals map. So this line will give me the data corresponding to this key, or if it is not present, it would create a new double array of size 2. Now I need to update my 0th and 1st index of my pair, that is my total and my count. So for that I need the current time that I need to add in my pair. So let's take int time, that is equal to t minus arrival dot time. And now I can say pair of 0 would be addition of that plus time, and pair of 1 would be a increment. After this is done, I need to put this particular pair into my total map. I am doing total.put key, comma, pair. So that will update the total map. So that is all about the checkout function. Now let's go into the average function. In the average function, we first need to get the data corresponding to that particular set of start and end station. So let's first create a key and let's get the data, that is my pair. Finally, we need to return the average. So the average would be pair of 0 divided by pair of 1. That's it. Let's check for any errors that we might have made. So let's run this and it's giving a perfect result. Let's submit this. So we have already discussed about the time and space complexity for this particular problem while discussing the approach, and it remains the same. That's it for this question, guys. I hope you liked the video and I'll see you in another one. So till then, keep learning, keep coding.